welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Hadidi Makeovers. So if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, and if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. We do makeup and turban tutorial. She just wants, okay, we are going to be doing a client transformation look, a silver eyeshadow transformation look. So guys, just keep watching. Okay, let's get started. So starting off, I am using the micellar cleansing water to clean her face, and I don't know why I did not show the water, but yeah, I cleaned her face using my wipes and the micellar cleansing water. And then after that, we started with the brows. So starting off, I'm going to be using my Vicabel brushes today. This brush is from the Vicabel brushes. I think that's what their name is on Instagram. Vicabel brushes. So I'm going to be using the spoolie to brush up the hair, wait for her skin to just settle a little bit, and then move on to the eyebrows. You know, normally I do eyebrows first. So this is my model today. Her skin is not very oily. I promised you guys were like I should do an oily skin. I should do for a model that has oily skin maybe next week, but I don't think next week is going to be the video about the brushes. I wanted doing the brushes video on Thursday, but I couldn't get a microphone for my camera, so I decided to just leave it until I get a mic, and that's going to be next week, inshallah. Or if I get it before then, I can post it on Thursday for you guys to see. But if it's not Thursday, then it's going to be next week, Monday. So guys, looking at my model, I just outlined her brows. So I'm going to be using the Adventure Makeup concealer. I think this is in the shade Light. I'll be using this light, and then my concealer, my Elegel concealer in the shade Fawn, to do the outer part of the brows. I did the brow bone with the Elegel, the Adventure Cosmetics concealer, and then I'm using the concealer for the Elegel concealer in the shade Fawn for the inner and the outer part of the brows. I did this because I want her brow bone to be well highlighted. I want the brows to be more obvious, to pop very well. So yeah, that's how it's going to look. So I'm going to be explaining to you guys next week or Thursday, I don't know yet. I'm going to be showing you how to use your brushes, not how to use your brushes, the types, the brushes, like it's a beginner friendly, showing you what the uses of the brush is. Like if I'm using this brush to blend, I'm going to be showing you the type of brushes you can use to blend, the type of brush you use for powder, the type of brush you use for foundation, and then all that. So if you guys want to watch that, don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell. I'm going to be dropping the videos either next week or this Thursday, inshallah. So I'm going to be making sure her brows are well outlined. You want to make sure the line effect of your concealer shows very well. So I'm going to be doing the other brows, and then boom, we move on to the next brow. So the next brows are done already, so we are going to move on to the upper part of the brows. So before I do the upper part of the brows, I'm going to be applying the moisturizer. Her skin is not oily, she just has a normal combination skin. Her skin, and that's it. So normally I don't use primer. I told you guys before, I don't use face primer. I only use moisturizer. Only if the person has oily skin, then I'll try as much as possible to use a mattifying primer. So but I enjoy using only moisturizer for my skin work, and it lasts very long. Like my skin work makeup, if I've done makeup for you before, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to be doing the upper part of her brows using the LA Girl concealer in the shade Fawn, and then blending that out. You want to make sure you blend out your concealer smoothly. You don't want it to be too you don't want it to be showing like you have your concealer on and everything. When you apply your foundation, it will match the skin. So guys, as you can see, I'm going to be moving on to the foundation part. I'll be using the Khalifa foundation in the shade Mango and Biscuit. Guys, don't mind this foundation. It was looking perfect on her skin. I don't know, is it the lightening or what? I don't know, maybe it's the ISO, the way I set my camera. It's just too yellowish here. And you know I'm using a reflector, so it shows like that. But when I'm done with the makeup, you see how it looks. This is not how the foundation looks real life. Trust me guys, the camera is just doing something to this foundation. So let's see. I'm going to be blending that out, and then we do the face highlighting. So as you can see, I switched to the beauty blender. The problem there was I was blending the foundation and the brush keeps following the foundation. I don't know. And sorry, the fact here is that I switched from the makeup brush, the foundation brush, to a beauty blender because it was not fast enough, and the photographer is already waiting for her. And yeah, so I had to use a beauty blender to make it faster. I did not say you can blend with a brush. You can blend with a brush, but I decided to switch to a beauty blender so that it will be faster for me to blend. So for the face highlights, I'm going to be going in with the House of Tara concealer. I'm going to be applying that very well, and because she has a round face, I want her face to be a little bit highlighted and then well contoured. Then we move on to the we move on to the face contouring. Sorry. So as I have always said, I use the beauty blender. I do work my way from the inner part of the highlights to the outer part. I don't highlight from the outside and then move inside. I highlight from inside and outwards, and bring it out from when I'm highlighting. Sorry. So I'm going to be blending this. I'm going to be blending my highlights smoothly. You want to make sure you blend the edges so it doesn't show that you have an highlight there. You have the you have to blend very well. So moving on, I'm going to be setting my highlight with her shade of powder, or you can use something a little bit lighter. It's like the lightening of this video is very bright. That is why the foundation is looking like this. So if you can notice, even my hands are looking lighter, which I know I'm not this light, so you guys should pardon me. I'm still getting the hang of this editing thing. I'm not an expert yet, but I'll keep practicing so that I'll get there. So as you can see, I'm just using the Espon setting powder. To set her face, I'm going to be using that on her brows too, just to give it a little bit to make sure the brows are more mattified. That's why I'm going over the brows too again. So I told you guys to watch my videos to the end. I want to tell you the reason why I set my brows with setting powder. I do that because sometimes the brows seems to get darker, and if I feel the person is light skinned, I'll apply setting powder on her brows to make it lighter. And also, if I feel the brows are getting oily or the brows are getting too sweaty, that is when I do this. I'll apply powder, use my powder brush, dump into her shade of powder, and then go all over the brows with it. Or I'll use the setting powder and then use my wedge, just go over the brows with that, and boom, voila, your brows will be super perfect. You don't want to be okay, that's it. So as you can see, I'm doing the face contour now. I'm going to be going on the hollows of her cheeks, that's the side of her face, and doing the upper part of her head, that's the forehead area, and then I'll be doing her chin, her jawline. I'll be doing her jawline, applying a darker shade there. I want her face to be a little bit slimmer, so I'm going to be doing the reverse contour with my setting powder to make sure my contour come out very well. I'm going to be applying my blush a little bit above the contour. I want to be very minimal with the way I apply the brush, because her face, she has a full round face. We don't want to mess that up with blush too much, so you have to work your way upwards towards the ear, and then the blush should just be perfect for you. So moving on, we are going to be moving on to the eyes. I'm going to be using the Benai eye primer. I'll be using the Benai eye primer. I'll be applying that on her crease. So after I'm done blending my eye primer, I'll be using the Urban Decay Nocturnal palette. I'll be using this to the silver shade in this palette. I'll be using it all over her crease, and then going in with the black matte eyeshadow color. I'll be using that to contour. Gosh, this eyeshadow is looking very beautiful. I loved the silver shade. I wouldn't do a silver eyeshadow. I don't like blue eyeshadow. I don't like green color eyeshadow. I don't like silver eyeshadow. But I think I'll keep practicing this color so that I'll give you guys more content and more things to practice. So I'm just using the Zickel eyeshadow palette to do the highlights of the I'm going to be using the Zickel eyeshadow palette, the Lydia Stanley eyeshadow palette, to do the transitioning. I'm using the burnt orange shade to just blend that in. I just want the eyeshadow to look more like a cat's eye, so I'm going to be defining that using my contour brush and using the black color there to give that the shape I want it to be. So I'm going to be highlighting the brow bone using powder, and then softening. I'm going to be softening the edges. Is it softening or softening the edges of her brow bone with the darker shade of powder, just to give it that sultry and bold look. So we are done with the other eyes. I'm going to be using the mascara from the 3X mascara. This mascara is very good, guys. If you guys want to buy this, it's available at the studio. Basha, this mascara is very good. Like, professionally, this mascara is the bomb. I just pray they don't spoil it, because this mascara is perfect. after that, I'm going to be using the Mabruk eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. I'm going to be lining her eyes, and then using the wing eyelashes Nigeria, I'll be fixing her lashes. I want the eyes to be winged. I want to do the cat eyes effect, so that's why I'm trying as much as possible to wing her eyeliner. So can you see that cat eyeliner shape I did? I just want her eyes to look more of the cat eye effect, to give me the cat eye effect. That was why I drew the eyeliner like that. So pardon me guys, I don't know if you can hear the noise. I don't know who is walking downstairs, but it keeps disturbing my editing, and I'm not happy with that. So I'm going to be removing the setting powder. I'll be taking off the setting powder using the powder palette, the Lady V powder palette. I'll be taking that off and then blending everything out. So I'm going to be using the Get Gorgeous highlighter. I'll be highlighting her cheekbones, so I want it to be a little bit obvious. I'm going to be applying more because I want her face to be I want the high points of her face to be more obvious. The cupid bow, the chin, her cheekbones, the tip of her nose, and then her forehead. You want all the high points of her face to be glowing. So we are done with the highlighter. I'm going to be going in to my brow gel to do her lips. We'll be doing a nude lips today. Now I'm going to be using the Adventure Nude Lips, the Adventure Nude Lip Stain. I'm going to be applying that on the brown lips. So that's it. So you just want to blend the lips smoothly. I'm using the Adventure Nude Lips. Just apply that, and that's it. Guys, so and then I'm going to apply my setting spray. So after applying the setting spray, I'm going to be doing the lower part of her lashes with that same mascara I used before. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to comment. This is Hadidi Makeovers once again. And okay, yeah guys, so about this turban tutorial, I'm going to be dropping this on Thursday. If you guys would love to see how I tied her turban, it's more on the Niger side. I'm dedicating this turban to my Niger family, my Niger subscribers. So I know you guys will love this hair tie. So if you do, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to watch the video on Thursday on how we tied this turban tutorial. This is more of the Niger Shua Arab turban tutorial. So I'm going to be seeing you guys next week. I love you guys so much. On Thursday. I love you guys so much. This is Hadidi Makeovers once again. Bye.